Hello everyone and welcome to the charting module. Charts are a very powerful way to present complex data in an easy to understand form. They can instantly provide comparisons of amount by category or region, show trends and variability across time, and display the proportions of income and expenditure as percentages of the totals. In this session, we look at the three most used chart types in Excel that provide this functionality. The first chart we're going to look at is a column chart. These are used for comparisons. I'll just click anywhere in the pivot table, analyze, pivot chart, and we'll just accept the default chart. Excel presents this fairly bland looking chart, and the chart consists of various areas that you can modify. Outside the chart you have chart elements, so you can come here and add particular elements to the chart, such as a chart title, etc. And also you can change the chart styles. Within the chart then there's the actual chart itself, the chart area. Then if you click on here you have the plot area, which affects formatting of this inside area with grid lines, etc. Then we have manual filters, which are field buttons. So these little grey buttons here are field buttons that allow you to change what's displayed on the chart. This area here is the category area, showing the categories. And over here we have the vertical axis. So you can see you can select any of these and modify it just by right clicking, and right clicking on any of these will bring up the formatting pane for those. So doing it individually is one way, but there's a much faster way to actually apply very quick formatting and layouts to the charts, and that's what we're going to do now. So the first thing we're going to do is change the style of the chart. So I'll just click on the styles here, and I'll pop down and pick what I think is a nice style for this chart, which is this here. So here we've applied some sort of grading background. We've got data labels in, applying different colors to the columns, etc. It's still not laid out the way I want it to be laid out though. So I have one other thing I'm going to do just to finish off. I'm going to pop up to Design and Quick Layout. And in this instance I'm going to pick out Layout 5, which shows a data table below the chart. So it cleans up the actual columns, so we don't have data labels on the columns but underneath. And I think this is a clear representation. So I'll just click that. There are some artifacts now on the chart that I really don't want. I don't want the chart axis title here. It's pretty obvious what it is. And I don't want the field labels here. So I'm going to hide all the field buttons on the chart just by doing that. So that's the chart pretty much done. It's got a chart title here that I can edit if I want to. Manually I could just click on that, go up here and say my title, and it goes in like that. There's a problem with that insofar as that it's not dynamic, so as I change what's represented on the chart, the title doesn't change to show what that is. So we're going to change that now. Let's just move this chart out of the way for a second, and let's have a look and see. This piece of text here is actually not a piece of text, it's a function. It's using the Concat function, and there's a video down here that explains about the Concat function if you want to review that. And basically it just joins up bits of text and cell values to create a title. So the title that's being made is Sales Comparison Q1 2021 and Q1 2022. So that's the comparison of the two things. We can have a very quick look at that. If I click on the function here and do f of x, we can see that this is how it's constructed. Okay, so it's just each little bit is put in turn. So, and it ends up with that. So sales comparison is the first bit of text. Text 2 then is the Q1, which is in D10. Text 3 is just a space between Q1 and 2021, etc. And you build it up like that. To place that into the title then, you just click on the title, come up to the formula bar and say equals, and then click on the cell containing the function, and that's it done. So that title is now dynamic. Whatever goes in here, and whatever is in there is in these cells here. Okay, very, very useful function. It's generally not a great rule to mix charts with data. It creates complications when printing and when just trying to create a bit of a dashboard so you can get an overview of the entire business. To move a chart onto a charts sheet where all the charts will reside, just select the chart, Design, and select Move Chart. And we want it as an object in the chart 1 sheet. and we'll say OK. So here we are, the chart is in the chart 1 sheet here now. And we can resize the chart. So we'll make it 8 by 13, 8 by 13, and leave it at that. That looks like a good size. However, I also want to see quarter 2 comparisons, 3 comparisons, and 4 comparisons. So I need to make duplications of this chart on the chart so I can see them all side by side. To do that, we'll pop back to the Pivot 1 sheet. And I will select from the chart title all the way down. So make sure we select the title formula as well as the entire pivot. And then we'll just copy and pop down, and we'll paste and paste. And for each of these, we will change the quarter. So in this case, it's quarter 2. And notice here that the title now has changed to quarter 2 for this pivot, whereas still quarter 1 up there. The quarter here is going to be quarter 3, and the one here is going to be quarter 4. Now we just simply make a chart for each of these. So I will pivot table analyze, pivot chart, OK, design, move chart to chart 1, OK. So that's quarter 2. So we now have our charts, but they all look, I don't want to go through this whole process here of getting these charts to look like this chart. So a quick way to format all these charts to look exactly the same is to click on Q1 and simply go to the Home tab, copy, click here, and paste. Same here, and paste. Same here, and paste. So there's one other thing here. The titles, of course, don't update, so we need to change the links to the titles. So that's very easy. I just click the one for quarter 2. So this, and the categories here, I can see this is quarter 2, so that's actually what it is. So I'll just change this so that it equals, and I'll pop to PVT1, go down to my quarter 2, and then press enter. That's quarter 2. Same for this one, equals, and this is quarter 3. And go to this one and say that one equals, and we go down to quarter 4. There's quarter 4 here. And that's these charts updated. There are a couple more things I want to do with these charts. I want them all to be the right size and to be aligned correctly and positioned correctly on the page. So I just click on one, and then using the Control key, I'll just select the others. And then we come up to Shape Format, and I want them all to be 8 by 13. Now they're all the same size, but you'll see that the alignments are all wrong. So I'm going to pick this one and this one, and we'll go to Shape Format, Align, and we'll go Align to the top. And similarly for this one and this one, Shape Format, Align to the top. And then we will pick this one and this one, and we'll go again, and in this case we'll align in the center, this one and this one, Shape Format, Align, Center also. So that's great. Another thing I want to do is just to move these out of the way because more charts are going to arrive here. So if I select them all and just use the down arrow key, it will move the charts out of the way for the next charts to arrive. So that's it for this session. Quite a lot in it, even though there's only 10 minutes of video. A lot of components to charts, but I think you'll find that by using styles and layouts and some of the shortcuts we've done, that you can make very professional looking charts very easily. So have a practice of this. Might be worth going through it a couple of times. The following sessions are much easier as we've covered most of the legwork in this particular session. So have fun, and bye for now.